Information about Avondale Youth Center that you may or may not already know. And a man or woman never stands tall as when they stoop to help a child, is what basically it's all about. The specific purpose is the history and the purpose of the center and what it accomplishes over the years. Does anyone know how long the center has been in progress at all? Any idea?
Before 1980?
It's way before 1980.
50 years.
107. Since 1911. There's a lot of history at that youth center. There's been some new light to the history recently. It was in an article on the Zanesville Times Recorder. I'll fill you in on that in a minute. But the first group of kids that arrived at the youth center was in November 23rd, 1911. Over 100 kids. There was 3 kids to a bed. Could you imagine sleeping with 3 kids in a bed? I can't sleep by myself. Only kids from Zanesville were allowed to go into that center. If there was kids from outside the Muskingum County area, they sent them to Tuscarawas County. Yes. And their facility, from my knowledge, is not as nice as the one in Muskingum. There was a lot of bad things that happened there, and I'm not even sure if it's even still in operation. And it said that kids sent there were either very poor or had one parent that wasn't capable of taking care of them. So single parents today, kudos to them, because be me. Back then, the kids were taught it was a farming facility, not anything like today. They were farmed, provided structure and basic needs, but other than that was nothing. So they were taught to farm. That's all they knew how to do. And now, today, the center has a therapeutic environment and professional services provided to kids from the age of 10 to 18. And there's still, when I looked up their website, there's 2 kids right now, a boy and a girl, that are up for adoption. So, just 2. I mean, there's up to 22 kids there, but the only 2, the rest are in foster care with family members. And during the Great Depression, there was 100 kids, like I said, with 3 kids per bed, and now the maximum is to 22. So that's a big difference from way back when to now. So that you can see that their purpose and their priorities have changed dramatically. And they'd rather be kids with family than with foster parents, because every kid wants to be with somebody they know already. It just makes it easier for transitioning. And there's a lot of mystery about who lived there back in the 1900s when it first established, because the records were supposedly lost or destroyed. Well, here recently, employees have discovered the first ever recorded records and minutes from the residents that were there in 1911. Yes, this just came to light like in the last few months. And some of them follows all the way clear up to the kids' adulthood to now. Yeah, some of them are still alive. I could probably give you a list, but I didn't write a list. That was pretty long. And it has been very successful in helping all of our kids in our community. One particular in our own little family, Mr. Marcus. That's where he started out at. Yes. Before he came to live with me, that's where he's at. He's had good stories and bad stories, but it's the process. And after being in operation for over 100 years, I'd say they're going pretty good, going strong. Their purposes and their goals have changed a little bit, but their overall maintained and focus was the kids. And I think they've done that being in operation for 107 years. So I think they've reached their goals.